is, George.
Let me ask, does this sound better or does this sound better or do they sound the same?
Like the middle. It sounds a little
In
blown
the
out
middle.
when you're close. Yeah.
We're now live.
Uh-oh, wait, already? That was a test first. Wait, Kevin's sideways.
Wait. Why do you have a microphone?
It doesn't matter. We are live.
I like this.
I see what Kevin means. It's echoey in there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry guys. I'm trying to. There's not enough stuff in here yet.
Do you have rugs on the floor?
Not really.
Okay.
No, Ben, can you turn your camera? They gotta see it. Come on, your office.
This isn't my office. This is Victoria's office.
Oh, the
never mind,
fancy
you can't do it.
office.
So you cannot do anything. You cannot show anything. That's it. You can only focus
Correct.
on your face.
That is correct. Yes.
But I think the echoing comes from because the space, it's a bigger space that they have, and it's brand new, so it's very echoey. Even this morning, we had a phone call. We have a Zoom call. Is it Zoom call? Yeah, Zoom call at like this, and I can hear it echoing.
Kevin, you know
so
we're
bad.
live,
I didn't want to say
right?
it, are we live? Perfect.
Yeah.
But that's
Sideways,
live.
Kevin.
Have you not seen
Sideways Kevin is
Have you
live.
not seen the PSL shows? Have you not seen any Pop Shop live shows? That's how I am, right, Ben?
You're always sideways. That's it.
The metaphor sideways Kevin from now on.
Oh my god.
Starting out
Kevin
with the
from the
bangs.
sideways to corner.
Sideways the corner, Kevin.
I don't know how to do that. Oh, you know what? Let me try this.
Where's
try this.
Dove? Isn't this supposed to be?
He just went live.
Oh, he's going live. Okay, so Dove's going to be
He
live.
just went live, and he's
Wait,
gonna-
Dove's his own
gonna
live
come
show?
watch it.
He's not part of this? What the hell?
Wait, he's like blowing us off?
We're going to do a reaction video to his live, and then he's going to do a reaction video to our reaction video. We're just going to.
Wait,
What's going on, Scott?
am
I'm
I-
so excited George is here.
Scott, where are my cards?
Dude. The camera is sitting on a pile of them.
Oh, you got yours already. I ordered mine.
I live in the same state.
They should be on their way. They should be there like any minute.
Should I do a sketch card preview, Scott, or should I keep this
You
crappy
want?
pencil?
I want to see it.
A tracking number?
This is a sketch card preview. It's a deep cut for Barbarian Rage comic book fans of Herb Albert nude holding his
my
trumpet.
God.
It's
We
gonna be
have some hellos.
the gem of the
coming
collection.
from behind the bootleg and Chicken Burger Disco. Saying hi.
Cool.
Wait, where's the
Hello.
chat? Where do I see that?
You got to
The
log
chat.
into YouTube.
You
and then
gotta go
mute
on
it.
YouTube.
Okay.
Maybe I'll use the other phone. Well, I haven't been on the Toy Geeks in a long time. Okay.
There hasn't been a
Excited.
Toy Geeks in a long time, so
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Oh,
All of a sudden, Kevin is right side up again. Something is wrong.
Yeah, I figured it out. I figured it out, guys. I figured
He's
it
so
out.
proud.
oh my god.
Mark
I think you figured
Pingator's
it
in the
out.
house. Blockwatch is in the house. We got some good people in the chat here.
What's going
Nice.
on, party people?
Hey.
So,
Let's talk about
and Dove is here.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
Dove
What's
here?
going on?
Kevin, are
What's
you going to
going
be on
on?
like from your car the whole time? That's amazing.
Yeah.
Well,
I
until
don't
he
know,
gets
the
home and
traffic.
eats, he said, Dove.
Yeah,
Dove,
I got
how are you doing?
I got some
Dove?
Tam O'Shanters.
Doing okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you went to Tam O'Shanter? Nice.
Yeah, I got takeout. I had this holiday bonus gift card,
Yeah.
$25, and I'm
That's
like,
what-
I gotta
that's
use
what-
it before.
That's what fucking Ben
Yeah.
gave you for the holidays, a $25 gift card.
That's
the
all I
Tam
got.
O'Shanter-
And
And the
it's
Tam
a-
O'Shanter,
and it's
you
a
can buy an
bonus card.
appetizer for $25.
You're
Price has
welcome.
gone up.
Kevin is
You're
debuting
welcome.
our new segment called Toy Geeks Behind the Uber. He'll be
Let's just
picking
talk-
up
I-
people
I
Behind
might
the
do
wheel.
that.
behind the wheel. Yes.
Let's not talk about toys for a second. Let's talk about the food. It's like $60 for prime rib.
We're gonna be
It's
here
too
all
much.
night. We're gonna be here all night with Kevin talking about the food.
Is a prime rib good?
No, you won't. You won't.
Have you been to Laurie's? Tam O'Shanter is owned
It's
by
Laurie's.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
So it's same food.
So
Government
it's
still
the
in
original
business?
Laurie's.
And then Walt Disney supposedly went there to eat all the time.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Tam
Must
Yeah,
be
O'Shanter?
because
good
it's
then.
right
Tam
by.
O'Shanter, yeah.
It's right by Kingswell. It's right by the first office. It's near the first office.
Yeah, it's fun.
Shocking.
Yeah,
That was
I've
good
never
Disney
been
trivia.
inside.
Going to
Disney
Lowry's.
trivia.
Look, I have never been inside, and I went in there for the first time. I went in there for the very first time to pick up the order. So I started going there during the pandemic for takeouts to support because like Beverly Hills is too far, you know.
Can you show us your
for me.
chips? You've upgraded from Cheetos.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Damn it, Cheetos. I got chicken and waffles.
Oh,
Wow.
Pretends like he forgot what.
Kevin, can
Oh
you
my
see
God.
the road? Like,
We should
No,
rename
no,
the
you
show.
do.
It shouldn't Toy Geeks Behind the Counter. It should be like Food Geeks Behind the Counter.
Toy Geeks
Behind
inside
the
the
wheel.
pantry.
Stick it
Oh,
in your
man.
mouth.
Stick it in your mouth. There you go. I
And
like
look at
it.
George in
Oh.
his new place. He's all set up.
George.
No.
Well,
You
it's
have
not
stuff
set
I
up
on
want to
yet.
see George.
You have stuff on your shelves.
It
Yeah,
looks
that's just
set
because
up.
it's books. You had to get them off the floor.
Oh.
That's all that's set up in here, though.
George is the one with the best audio here. Look at that.
I know he's got a real
You
mic.
got a microphone.
George, are
I
you
know.
doing podcasts without
And
telling
it's
us,
kind of
like, on a daily?
overmodulating like this.
What?
What?
Exactly.
Oh, am I? I
Yeah,
can
that's
move
okay.
back.
Oh, it sounds
No,
good. I
it's
think it sounds
good.
good.
Yeah. I'm
I
just
could
so
pull-
happy to hear
Put one of
the
these on.
sultry
No.
tones of George's voice.
It's janky that's overmodulated.
Am I overmodulating? Okay.
Now you're not.
Wow.
Before you were like,
I think George haven't been on Toy Geeks the same amount of time I haven't been on Toy Geeks.
Maybe.
Probably.
considering that there's only 3 Toy Geeks a year.
And they're all DKE specials.
Yeah. How many DKE shows are there?
3.
There you go.
I'm
It's
surprised
a-
Dove hasn't tried to rename it like DKE Geeks or something.
That's why
I
I
keep-
stuck a little dove in the promo this time. Did you guys notice the
I
little dove?
did see
Nice.
that, the little dove. Yeah.
There's a little
Nice.
dove in there.
I keep asking Ben every time he flakes and takes 3 days to call me back, like, are you sure you want to do this? And he's like, yes, I want to do this. I'm like,
Wait. Ben Flakes?
oh no.
Hey guys, it's live, okay? It's live.
It's the new cereal Kevin is releasing. It's Ben Flakes. Will be
Oh no.
Oh, speaking
They
of,
come
Soon to come
frosted
from Bao.
and not frosted, and then there's a marshmallow holiday edition.
that's
Ben
my
is
favorite
a
one.
Ben is a busy man, and he's been going through a lot of life changes recently.
Don't get me started.
Really,
hard.
that's kind of a very leading statement, like an intro.
And with that,
I mean,
hey everyone, welcome to Toy Geeks.
We
Another
haven't done that yet?
DKECon special. No, we haven't. Like everybody's
God.
watching. They're saying, look at all the dudes on here. Good job, guys.
A lot of dudes.
A
A lot of dudes
where's Sarah
Yeah,
Joe?
where's Sarah Joe?
at home putting the kids to bed.
Oh,
Probably
There you
watching this like while they're in the bath or something.
Look, I
laughing
can
and
identify
snickering at
myself.
us.
I can identify myself as something else if you were like, you know, like just for the sake of not having
Non-binary
choice.
Kevin.
Kevin, do
I'm
you
non-binary.
have Kevin? Do you have something to tell us?
I'm non-binary.
He now identifies as Bow.
I am
As what?
Bow.
Wow.
Oh,
Bow.
Okay.
oh no.
Just
Let's
call
not-
him K.
Wow.
Just K.
It's bad enough we're all dudes. Let's not get into this conversation.
Right. There you
Yeah,
go.
let's not make fun of
All
other
right.
people who are. You
Wait,
know,
I was only
All
making
right,
fun
let's
of
not do
Kevin.
this.
That's okay.
oh, I
That's
see.
allowed.
You can definitely make fun of me. That's the
There you go. Well, we have toys to talk about, and while I'm watching this, I need to create a list of everything that I'm going to be buying from Dove. So, should we get
You
to
could just
it? So
write
we're-
all.
Yeah. So
Let's
we should
get to it.
So we're not here until midnight, which is
Oh,
actually 3:00 George time.
That would be
So-
early.
Right.
Yeah.
So-
Ooh, this is
I'm gonna
late,
fall
George.
asleep in about an hour.
I want to see Egg.
Yeah, you got to call a little earlier for that.
Yeah, it's like
It's been about 5 hours ago.
Yeah, exactly. But
we have-
Gary Ham does say hello. I was texting with him just a moment ago, so he said to say hi to everybody. So
Oh, cool.
Nice.
We have 21 people watching us live, And then I'm sure we're going to have a lot more people watching this afterwards, and they're going to be like, "Oh, good, 10 minutes in, and they're finally talking about stuff."
Suckers.
You're the one that went live too early.
What are you talking about?
You wait. Yeah.
We said 7 o'clock. We were
Well,
live.
I'm
That
ready to-
doesn't mean you
o'clock.
have to push live at 7.
No, otherwise Dove gets upset. You see, look, he already left.
So
Smart.
temperamental, that guy.
that was my mom calling.
Oh gosh.
Is she watching? Is she?
I don't know.
All right.
Yeah, she's like,
I'm
"Would you
ready to
guys
start
talk about some
whenever you
fucking
guys are
toys
ready."
already, or
Let's do it.
All right. So
I'm ready.
our yearly virtual show called DKECon starts on March 25th through the 27th. It is an all virtual show. Everything will go on sale March 25th at noon Pacific on the DK Toy site. Just go to the store email. You can see and get all of the information with the Zoom link to see us set up here in the booth, the interview schedule, the other videos that other creators are making for us. There are surprise releases, giveaways. Should be a fantastic weekend. It all starts March 25th at noon Pacific. We will be here live in the booth for 3 days. Everything goes on sale March 25th at noon. It's limit 1 per person on the first day. And then when we get here Saturday morning to start again at 10 o'clock, I think, we remove the limits and you can buy us out or whatever you want. We have 38 exclusives from artists from 7 different countries now. There's a dozen new artists that have never had an exclusive with us before. We have a couple free items that hopefully every order will get. We have a new bootleg GPK card.
oh, awesome!
That's a little
Oh,
dove
that's good.
Oh, that's
coming out
cool.
of. We've had other
I'll take
versions,
that one.
but this is a new back, new edition. There you go.
Oh, nice.
Also, Epoxy Crusader from Mexico made a GPK card called Resin Pale Kids.
Nice.
That's pretty good.
So, and I believe he sent us probably about 500. So we should have enough for one for every order. So that should be fun. So I'm just going to start at the
I'm
beginning.
also going to toss in a Barbarian Rage trading card for everyone too, if you want.
And for those
If I
if
could just make it about myself for a minute, please. Thank you.
Will they get it before I do, Scott?
Oh,
it's on the way.
Undoubtedly.
Let me check the tracking here.
Ow.
I'm kidding. I'm
Tracking
kidding.
number here.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Hey, do we need to show samples here? Ben, go to me real quick. We show some samples.
Oh, hold on.
Oh,
I
they're
don't
already
even have-
carded
Oh,
and
those are-
sleeved.
I don't even have mine.
I'm not messing around. This is valuable material that I've
You
got
look
here.
bad with the shipping here.
I'm just trying to rub this in poor George's face that they're just sitting here sleeved.
I know it's already done.
Yeah, how cruel of you.
Beautiful Barbarian Rage cards. That there will be some in your orders.
So
Ooh,
it sounds like
like that.
everyone will get one. But if you want the complete set, Scott, are they still available on your site?
Yes.
So you can go to barbarianrage.com and get your set. And are you doing with sketch cards still, or has that passed?
Yes, there's a 1 in 5 chance. But if you buy a 5-pack,
You're guaranteed an original piece of Scott
no,
cherry art?
that guarantee is that ship has sailed.
Oh, I see.
But but you have a really, let me just say, you have a really, really, really good chance of getting a sketch card if you buy a 5-pack. So, well, that's
is
all I came
awesome.
for. Thanks, everybody.
And how much is that pack of 5?
$25.
25
So, but I mean, an original piece of artwork
for 25 bucks.
$25.
That's
and a
amazing.
complete set of trading cards. Here, I just did this one today.
Look at that.
Oh, Hulk style.
Wow.
I mean,
Yeah,
if anyone
it's like
out there
red.
collects sketch cards, $25 is like an amazing price for a sketch card. And for the job that, Scott's going to do, everyone should rush to barbarianrage.com. And
All right.
all right, moving on.
I can only hope to be as good a shill for you, Dove, as you are for me. Thank you.
All right. So first one here is
Oh, yeah.
Mark,
by our favorite Mark Todd.
Awesome.
This is the second version of the Darth Vader. The original 3 Darth Vaders are pictured here on the back, and actually so are all of the Mark Todd releases.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Are on the
Oh,
back.
that's cool.
There have been 6 different characters so far. And then as you're releasing a line, what you start to realize is as you're sold out of Chewbacca and Darth Vader and R2D2, and maybe you have a few Lukes and Stormtroopers are almost gone, and you have a bunch of, the very last one, that if you don't have the first ones in stock, the new ones don't sell as well. So you have to sort of keep the line going, right? So it's like when Kenner releases Luke Skywalker and Han Solo, and then they release Empire figures, they have to sort of re-release Luke and Chewbacca and Leia again on Empire cards. So that's what we did here. We made
Nice.
another Darth Vader. And the Chewbacca, the redo of Chewbacca is on the site right now. So go to DKEtoys.com. But it's a fantastic piece of art. I love his work. This is signed and numbered on the back. It's an edition of 50. They're $50. Mark Todd, genius.
Hey, Doug, is the
package-
oh, sorry.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Is the redo like exactly the same? It just has a different card?
A completely different piece of art.
Oh, okay.
And printed differently, because all the originals were editions of 30 and risographs.
All right.
So, we would release the first one and Mark would release the second one. And then the third one would usually be a designer con release. So now we're making it so all the characters can sort of always be in stock.
Okay,
Because,
that's cool.
it's like, I think that hopefully for San Diego, he's going to be doing a Tusken Raider, but it's harder to jump in the middle of a line. Anyone who's released something knows if you make a one-off, it's easy. But when you get to number 2, not all the people who bought number 1 are in on number 2, and then it's a different crowd, and sometimes only 2 is available, and then collectors get weird. Like, well, if I can't have number 1, I'm not going to get number 2 because I'm going to not sleep at night because I'm incomplete. So,
Okay.
there you go.
It's like you're in my mind, Doug.
I love the new card art too. I actually think it's
I love it. Yeah.
as much as I love the original card art, I actually like the new one better. So I'm really psyched on these releases.
And next one is Lucky Here by Mike Egan.
Ooh,
This is-
awesome.
This is another mini version
nice.
of this large 8-inch one, which are on the site right now, along with Boo the cat. But because we love 3 3/4, doing
That's great.
another release of his figures in 3 3/4 is always lovely. And he did brand new card art. And also
Yeah.
because of the size of these resins that are $75 and $100, they have to come in a box. So if you want a carded figure, there you go. It's edition of 100. It's signed by him. They're $50.
Oh, wow.
Nice, very nice.
All right, and then dun dun dun, dun the final entry into the Luke trilogy.
There we go.
So for those of you paying attention, if you remember, those were the 2 previous ones in the triptych, and he designed these all ahead of time, which was nice. And so this one is Resigned, where the sad bear is just given up, and he knows that
Never
he's
getting
trapped
out.
in this blister forever. Signed by him on the bottom, signed again and numbered on the bottom of the foot
sweet.
right there. Edition of 100. They're $100. We had a few canceled orders of Resist, which I think is one of the best ones in this series. So I think there's 2 of them in the store right now. So if anyone missed out, you can go grab those. And I would say it's important to check the DK Toys store from time to time. Most of our sales happen during our 3 shows a year, but throughout the year we do add other stuff. We get collections, and I have a stack of maybe about 50 one-of-a-kind items that will be posted to the store this week from collections we bought back and canceled orders and stuff like that. So there are treasures hiding there if anybody cares.
That series is one of the best series in years, I think. I mean, there's such a great concept, such a great execution. It's so awesome to finally get all 3 together.
And after a long break with DKE, Scott Wilkowski is back.
Dude,
Ooh, wow.
Awesome.
it's
So this-
amazing.
Yeah.
with a figure called the Seventh Dimensional Swindle, and the Suck Lord created the card backs, as you can tell. So Scott Wachowski's previously carded figures all had Suck Lord backs. They were all Suck Lord tributes. So we just decided, why not hire the man to make the cool card backs? And it's a series of 7. You can see all the characters right back there. And if you follow Scott's work, you know that he did a Voltron at some point where he did, I don't know, 6 or 8 inch Voltron with all the different pieces and different colors, and there were, skeletons double cast in each part. And
There
so
were
this
cat skeletons. That was the genius of it.
and so
Sorry.
this
I want that.
you want this.
It's amazing.
That's
the
incredible.
sculpt is.
That's all I
is-
want because
So-
I'm out, guys.
All right.
Bye, Kevin.
Bye,
Bye,
Kevin.
Kevin.
I'll
Take
join-
care.
I'll
Enjoy
join
your
in the chat.
deliveries.
After dark.
The bag of chips is empty. It's dark
Oh,
out.
no.
He's about to turn to his prime rib.
But the reason I bring up Voltron is because all 7 of these characters, and this one too, are based on the vintage Voltron 3 3/4 inch bad guys.
Oh, that's
So
awesome.
so he
Oh,
previously
really?
made the Voltron character, but then all 7 of these, as they are released, hopefully over the next few years, will be based on one of each of the Voltron bad guys. So
Oh, that's cool.
there you go.
Gonna be
Do-do-do.
amazing. Really looking
they're-
forward to the Hagar.
They are signed and numbered, edition of 50, and they're $100.
Dove, we have a
Those
question
will-
for you. They're asking,
Yes.
what is your
Immediately.
favorite? What's your favorite size in terms of figures to collect?
Is that a question?
Yeah, that's a
Um,
question.
Size
Okay.
matters not.
I once went whitewater rafting with a bunch of friends when I was 16, and there was like the stoner guide with the beard that would take you down the river. And I said, I was just like a little nerdy kid. I was like, "How cold is the water?" And he looked at me and he said, "That cold." And I just looked at him like, "What?" He's like, "Your dick is going to be that big." Sorry.
That was
That's
my
an
question. You
interesting
didn't have to read
answer.
it, but that was the greatest answer I've ever heard. So I'm glad it was asked.
So, but my favorite size is about 3.75.
Yeah.
That is the
Duck tangent.
I think I think
Duck
that is
tangent.
that is the size that I grew up with Star Wars, Adventure People, G.I. Joe. I think it's the size that sells the best for us. It's the medium that most people work in because it's just sort of that perfect size for making an affordable toy. Because as soon as you get to He-Man and 5.5 and Thundercats and whatever, you start making these huge toys that are possible to make, but then packaging them like the large Mike Egan resins, like eventually they have to be boxed.
But also everyone I think has such a strong nostalgic tie to that size too. And at the time, every toy was sort of made in that scale. And so everyone had, so even if you didn't like Star Wars, you still like G.I. Joe, and it's still the same size, and you still have the same nostalgia for that 6x9 card back with the 3 3/4 inch.
And supposedly it was George's request to use that scale so that they could sell ships, because before that,
Mm.
the 6-inch Mego figures, which were all the rage at that time, like anytime there was a ship, it was like, oh, you could do a small car, but if you wanted to do a Millennium Falcon, like it would be, as big as this room. So doing the ships for the 3 3/4 meant you could have land speeders and X-Wings, and especially for G.I. Joe, which, made vehicles for, a dozen years or more, like, and then made aircraft carriers. Like imagine, a larger scale would have been quite difficult. All right, moving along. So the Suck Lord, he does his editions, but he also does, a lot of one of a kind figures lately, where he is finding an image of something and a figure to go with it. And that's sort of been, I don't know, past 4 or 5 years, been doing a lot of one-off figures, where he started in editions. And I saw this figure that he made of Frank Kozik. And I was like, that's amazing. And he used an Adventure People with, I think that's like a G.I. Joe head. Is that a Dreadnought? Can you tell, Scott?
Could be.
It's crazy.
I don't know.
GI Joe is not my forte.
Fine. Anyway, so I asked Frank, I'm like, hey, can we release this? And I asked Morgan, can we release this? He's like, sure. And he's like, but there's nothing on the back. I'm like, Morgan, can you do the back? He's like, okay. So I'm going to read you the back because if you know,
it's incredible.
Oh no, here we go.
it says
Story
the
time.
greatest artist of the modern age, Kozik. One of the most meticulous and thoughtful artists of his generation, Frank Kozik is known as much for his genial personality and gentle nature as he is for his stunning work and public service. It's never been about the money. It's been his go-to catchphrase since his early days of struggle. There isn't a living artist today that doesn't owe Frank a debt of gratitude for his selfless commitment to the community. His deeply personal pieces take months to complete and reveal the vulnerability and compassion of a man who truly cares about people and the world. You're an asshole for buying this. Suck it up. And so when he did this card back, I texted it to Frank and I was just like,
Your move, Frank.
and I just got a ha back. And I was like, okay, good. So I think this is fantastic. It's signed by Kozik and the Suck Lord. It's numbered out of 50. They're $80. And then I asked Morgan, I was like, you should start making fun of other artists. Like, this is a series. And he's like,
man.
yeah, I'll think about it. So that's all I got.
Are you afraid you're gonna hit an artist though? That it's gonna be like,
Yeah,
screw
you might regret
guys.
that.
I wouldn't do it without their permission. Like, they would look at it and like, if they say like, screw you, we're not going to spend the time to make it. But,
All right.
it's like, never mind. All right. Then we have a tribute figure here to Killer Bootlegs from Only Yoli called Lady Star Killer.
That's cool.
Yeah.
This
very cool.
is an
great.
edition of 20 in a openable blister.
Oh,
And
even cooler.
have the card art on the back, not safe for work, but has has images.
Can we see
of-
that again?
But it also depends on where you work.
Jack
Yeah,
needs to
that's true.
screenshot it real quick.
So
Thanks.
pretty fantastic. I mean, it's got her prior releases, Jabba the Slut and Boner Fett and Screw Me Luke. You can see there's some.
Oh,
There's
gosh.
the not safe. That's the
There's-
not safe for work.
There you go.
Yeah.
So yes, this should go very quickly. There's only 20 pieces and a lot of Phantom Star Killer collectors.
Also, be
and-
careful shipping that over state lines.
Wow.
It doesn't have the Luke gape on the back, so you might be.
Great Showdowns is back.
Yay!
Oh, great.
Edition of $100, $100, and you can see that
Cute.
Baby.
cute little guy in there.
Oh,
Uh,
did you do that, George?
No, and it's awesome because now I can enjoy these now that I don't do them.
It's actually sculpted by Dave Bondi. George has abandoned us.
I have not forever abandoned, just temporarily.
I see. And then
Oh, cool.
we-
Dave
we
did,
did-
yeah, he did a great job.
we did manage to put the figures for the rest of the year on here. So those of you
Wow.
who want to screen grab that,
what
Get
was?
some-
Hey, slow down there.
Okay.
What's going on?
all right.
A bit of a sigh of relief that Point Break didn't happen this time, because that might have bankrupted me on this show.
Point Break got delayed. Hopefully Gallery 1988 for Christmas is our goal, but it's 3-figure set and that wave is huge.
It'd be
And
expensive.
let's just say that we're starting now
Sweet.
because that's going to take a while. So one of the cool things about the stuff that we sell, I mean, most of the stuff that we sell are made by artists who deliver to us finished figures. But what we do in-house is if there's an artist that we like Scott C. or Ron English or Frank Kozik, we help artists who would not normally make action figures participate in this medium. And so one of my favorite artists the past few years that I discovered is a guy named Paul Rentler. And I'm sort of have I don't know, I love collage artists. Love Winston Smith and John Yates, and there's a whole laundry list of artists
Paul
out there. That Moon Patrol guy, but Paul Rentler, just amazing work. So what I did is I worked with him before. Great guy. I put him in touch with Titty Beans Toys in Australia, dude. And Sam from Titty Beans made this amazing figure based on his art.
That's pretty rad.
Wow. And Paul also did the back.
Ooh,
and he fantastic. And if you check him out, he releases stickers and zines. Most of his work now is digital. I mean, he used to use the X-Acto knife and do all that kind of stuff. But there's so much Star Wars in his work, and so much vintage J.C. Penney catalog aesthetic that it just, I don't know, amazing. These are $75, edition of 40. It's signed and numbered by Paul on the back, and then Sam from Titty Beans, because he shipped these from Australia, signed them on the foot. So you get them signed by both. Amazing. I'm so. That's fantastic.
One of the cool things about Paul too is he's not super protective of it. He's released 2 zines called Ephemera Eyewash that are just the images he uses to make his collage. And it says on the cover of the zine, here's one right here. It says, cut it up. He's encouraging you to sort of, I mean, it's so awesome. He's awesome. A genius, and he's really generous with his talent. So I really love it. I worked with him one time, and I sort of told him the idea and what I was going to do with the toy, and then he got back to me with the artwork, and I was like, this is way better than what I was going to do. So he gave me the packaging, and it was better than my idea, and I just based the toy off of the thing that he drew. Made it really easy. He's an amazing artist. Yeah. That's an awesome piece. Cool collaboration. Titty Beans does great work too.
So if you recall, we had a porcelain figure from Recollection about 2 conventions ago. The sold out princess figure. Well, he's hit another grand slam here, because here is a black porcelain Darth Vader.
What?
With a removable glass blister.
Oh, that's
all magnets.
How are you going to ship that, Doug?
He delivers them in this huge box with in separate pieces with the foam, and everything's cut out perfectly and beautiful.
How is that?
And then the figure itself right here.
Wow.
I mean, that's porcelain. It's black porcelain.
Black porcelain.
That's insane.
So it's a little. There's a little shrinkage. I'd say this figure is not 3.75.
So it's so.
Heyo.
Yeah, it's a little bigger than that, but it's about 3 1/4, 3 1/2, because it does shrink. In order for him to make these 3 3/4, he would have to size them up to 4 and change, and then sort of calculate it back. But it still works. The card back will fit perfectly next to your Princess Leia figure if you have one.
What is the card back?
It's not even.
It's all porcelain.
It's all porcelain.
Porcelain.
Okay.
This whole thing is porcelain.
Yeah.
It's laser etched on there.
Whoa.
One of the coolest things about him too, when you look at the Princess Leia and then the Vader, the capes are perfect, and they're freaking porcelain.
It's amazing.
Oh no!
It's fine.
Half price,
and it's durable.
I mean, just the fact that there's the little sombrero cut here, his concept at least was that this is sort of what an action figure would look like, 500 years ago, if you were in France or something like that. So
that's not a recycled card back from like the Princess Leia one. That's a
no,
totally different
that's
one.
totally brand new sculpt. Like he made that from scratch.
And dude, you should see the mold that he made to cast that card back. It looks like a gravity bong or something that he's attached to it.
Nuts.
It's crazy. The amount of work.
It's amazing work. Even to just see him make those things.
How much is
fantastic?
It's a signed and numbered edition of 12, and they're $300.
Only 12 of them. There's 12 of them. That's it.
They take a lot of time to make.
It's a lot of work. Yeah.
The next one is Space Mom, Isabel Ithorian by Joshua Hoagland. And for those of you who've been around and been living under a rock, this is the fourth one, and I think the final one of the Space Mom series. He has previously done the other three Cantina aliens. And the best part of these, of course, is always each one has the little baby hammerhead here. We are sold out of the first one. I did pull a few to make complete sets. And then I think the Greedo, there might be one left. And then I think there's a handful of Snaggletooth. So I believe that these are going to go fast. This hammerhead always sells well. He does all the illustration himself, front and back. Just unbelievable. Like
great.
Fantastic.
My favorite detail, I'm going to show you here, is the illustration of these shoes that are on the hammerhead feet. They're like slip-ons, but they're like in 3 pieces to fit on a hammerhead foot.
That's incredible.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Anyway. Another first-timer with us, Toys R Us, has made a figure called Degenerate Toy Designer. And it's got a little...
I can relate. Very relatable.
A little smoking Jeffrey style figure there with a pentagram. He's got is that an airbrush right there? And it comes with his pressure pot.
That is the biggest pressure pot I've ever seen.
To
scale.
They got the tall ones.
He can make some monsters in there.
Yeah. Illustrations also fantastic here. Come with me if you want to live. It's got sort of I don't know, there's like this Miami Vice and Terminator theme here. Give yourself to the dark side. Really, excellent quality.
I like the card art too, yeah.
And there's a vinyl cape on there.
Did he sculpt the head or did he boot that from something?
Don't know what that's from.
It looks original. Show the head again. Original.
It's got a weird Far Side vibe to it, which I kind of dig. That's really cool.
I love it, and I love the illustration front and back.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
He goes by the name of Bodie Rhodes.
Bodie Rhodes, Toys R Us.
Toys R Us.
Good job.
Signed a numbered edition of 20, and they're $50. And another first timer with us from Canada is King Spider Toys. And this is billionaire Galactic War Lord Emperor Bezo.
Where is the penis rocket ship?
Well, the back illustrations also, you can see that. It's really good. And he's got like some Cylons in there, and hopefully this is the first of a ongoing series. He sent me photos of all of the other galactic billionaires, so be prepared.
Awesome.
Signed in number edition of 20, $50.
Is that 3 3/4?
Yes.
Trying to spot what the body was. It looked like a Dune figure, but Dune is whatever. Very good.
Looks like an Imperial commander with the pieces sculpted on there.
Yeah.
You can always tell by that little like skirt looking part right there.
Sure. Yeah. Very good. Very funny.
We always like the political commentary here. Another first timer, Freaky Wiki from Mexico. Like this figure here called Malverde. It's a 5-inch carded figure. It says the figure Malverde was born from the idea of showing the image of a popular saint of Mexican culture, especially known for being the saint of narcos. So there you go.
That is a great card back. I'm on board with that design. Look
the
at
card
that.
back is cool, and
the figure's good.
It's a big figure. That is a handmade blister and a handmade inner blister.
Wow!
I knew it. Excellent.
Was there a whole story on the back there, Doug?
Yeah, in Spanish and in English.
Oh,
I just read it to you.
Yeah.
Now the Spanish version. Let's go.
Wanted, dead or alive.
And a Magnum stash, which is an insta buy for me. So.
Right. Another first timer with us is Whistling Pony. Now, Whistling Pony has made has been doing, I think, Safubi for a little bit, and has decided to get into 3 and 3/4. This one's called Land of the Boss. Reptile mutant. It's really a great creature.
Oh, cool.
Paint job is excellent. There's little like crystals in there.
Oh yeah.
Wow. That's awesome.
Card illustration. Really just $45. Like
That thing's awesome.
Wow.
Yeah, I love
insane. Signed and numbered edition of 20. But he's done a second figure for us, and he's got this whole line of conceptual stuff, and he keeps texting me these images of the stuff he's doing. And I was like, oh, you have to make that for us. And so this one is called Trite Sublimates. That's the name of the series. This one is called Template. Sculpted paper figure on card, signed number edition of 20, $25.
Usually, Dov, when I see these things, I tell myself, like, nah, there's no way I can ever make that myself. But this one, I don't know. I don't know. From a conceptual and a design perspective, for $25, I don't think it's worth your time, Ben. You're probably right.
Well,
Hard pass.
Just a hard pass for George.
But that other one he made was awesome.
George, this is going to sell out.
I have no doubt. It will just not be on my wall. But I do love the other one he made. That other figure is fantastic.
He took the empty blister gag and said, "Hold my beer."
Yeah.
Yep. George just not down with the conceptual work. What can I say?
There's a lot I'm not down with.
I think it's fucking genius, man.
But because
now that George said that, I'm embarrassed to say I sort of like
it. No, it's really well done. I don't doubt people will buy it. I think it looks fantastic. It's just not for me.
Wait till you get to like the second and third and fourth one in the series, and then when you have them all next to each other, it's going to be
pack of staplers. We get it.
Chips. You've already got paint chips.
So I was going to say it's almost like making a figure out of paint chips,
which someone on the Zoom has done a number of times,
and someone here has bought.
But George, even though you look at it and you say, "Oh, this is," you don't like it, and anyone could do this. I mean, the thing is, like,
say that.
What did you say?
Ben said that.
I said hard pass. Ben said he could make it. It's definitely well done. I love the background art. I think it's great. I just don't. It's not for me. All right, I want one. I changed my mind already because now I want all of them.
Is that like peer pressure?
The thing is, what I'm always fond of as someone who like has to do this, for a living and sees the same themes over and over again. When someone is really sort of like critical or making fun of the scene or is like self-referential, that's the stuff that sort of, I guess it's a little inside baseball. But for someone like me, when I see that, that's just making fun of like all of this. That's just like it's creating the question, like what is all of this? What is art? and he's going to take a piece of paper and crumple it up and put it in a blister. And I guarantee you 20 people are going to buy that. It's going to be one
You
of the
talked
first
me
things.
into it. I want one now. Hold one for me. I want one. It's going to look great on my wall. And you know, it's going to go right next to my little plastic bag from Manny, the little special ed toys, the most beautiful
The most
bootleg in the
beautiful thing
world. It's going to go right next to that. I want one now. I changed my mind. I love it.
That $25 figure is going to sell for $300 one day somewhere. I just know it.
Send me,
Dove's going to
send
be
me
the
an
one
email.
to sell it. Dove's going to be the one to sell the $300 one, but it's going to sell.
The next one he'll make it in porcelain. It'll be a porcelain piece of paper.
It'll be a
on
collaboration.
porcelain card.
Boy.
Yeah, cast an actual piece of paper.
That would be next level.
Someone
Oh,
you
God.
said it, and someone in the chat is trying that right now. I
Right.
guarantee it.
Yeah, someone's mixing up some silicone right now.
The next one comes in this little briefcase here. This is from Yucko Toys. It's called Bob A. Fett. And open this up.
Oh,
And what Yucko has provided us. There is Bob A. Fett. Signed and numbered edition of 20. But there's more.
But wait, there's more.
But wait, inside
uh-huh.
you get a copy of the memorandum, Project Manager Bob A. Fett. Please use the new TPS report cover sheet starting immediately. You also get your TPS report to fill out.
Nice.
There's more. You get the Bob A. Fett Project Manager business card.
Amazing.
And last but not least, you get his little badge, and it's on like the nice plasticky like
Wow.
credit card
That's
material.
funny.
So you really put a lot of work into this. There's 20 of them. $65. I don't know. It's just all of these details just really make it kind of a home run for me.
What is it? What does it say the company is? Imperial
TPS Industrial Automaton.
Industrial Automaton. Okay.
Please use the new TPS report cover sheet starting immediately. These new cover sheets will provide a uniformity to all of our reports. It's imperative these reports be completed for each product modification as well at the end of each day. Thank you for your diligence in this matter. Our accounting department can streamline the selling process. I hope I can count on each of you, each and every one of you.
Excellent.
And if you're bored, you can just fill out your own TPS report. I love the
Evan's
briefcase.
chiming in the chat. He's into the Bob A. Fett box set.
Love it. What else? I skipped one. Another first-time artist with DKE is Ferrous, Ferrous from Mexico. And this one is called Mexican Myths. It's a pink poncho.
Yes.
Already love it. Yeah, it's so cool.
In the back.
Sold.
Oh, nice.
So if anyone, I think this is a series of Mexican myths, and hopefully it continues. But there's a whole story about Pancho Villa. In the middle of the revolution, who signed a contract with a Hollywood studio to produce newsreels, and that the contract that he signed said that he could only fight the war. And I'm not sure if this is a myth or legend, or the myth was that Pancho Villa was like a revolutionary or just like a Hollywood made up star, but he could only fight during the day between a certain number of hours, and the camera crew had to be there during the battles. And if you read about it, it's kind of fun. So
crazy.
And this colored photo on the back.
It's amazing. Cut with the blister.
The handmade blister, yeah.
Yeah. That's really impressive.
So
that's a
good job,
run.
Ferris.
Yeah.
Edition of 20,
Very good.
and it's $40.
Nice.
Oh my God. Yeah. That's gonna
Too cheap.
excellent work.
All right, For Lovable Toys has, if you remember this Obey series here on the back, that we've previously carried a number of these figures. We have Chewbacca in a
Get it
very
by.
They Live style.
Don't you think it's funny how that's become a self-fulfilling prophecy that that movie put buy and obey up everywhere, and then Shepard Fairey plastered all of those stickers all over, and now we have all these products that say buy and obey all over them. The movie has sort of come true.
Absolutely.
Right?
100%. Edition of 40.
I love the piece, by the way, but I'm just a thought.
$55. The paint job,
Excellent.
especially because they're all grayscale.
Yeah.
Like the whole series has been grayscale.
Oh, okay,
So-
cool. Yeah,
And-
because then there was like pictures of those aliens that are like blue with red eyes, and it's like, well, how do we know what color they are? It's black and white.
And the artist named Chris Hall
Whatever.
did the illustration.
Oh, okay, cool. But can I see the illustration again,
Yes.
please?
Sorry, I gotta make a note here. Gotta tag Chris Hall. Which I didn't do.
Oh,
Yeah, it's really cool.
cool.
Yeah.
Chewbacca, funny. That's that's an awesome piece.
All right, here's another first-time artist. Acme Eclectic Company has done Shore Leave.
God damn
Oh
it.
man.
Edition of 20 or $50. And it says it's a trip.
All right, well, that did it for
So-
me. I'm sold.
Yeah.
So Acme has been in some of our art shows. Some of these artists have, but this is the first time he's actually done an exclusive for us. Very well done. Admiral Akbar stuff always sells. Should be fun.
That's good. I'm in. That's a good one. They got me. What's the edition? What's the price?
Shore Leave edition of 20, $50.
I'm pulling a Dane Marks here and just shopping. I'm not really paying attention.
That's okay.
Yeah, Janky, once I saw that blue shirt, I knew you were in. Like that blue shirt got right into your collection.
That's me on a Friday night.
Yeah.
All right. So this one's called Old Chuck by Ron English. He sent us a pencil sketch of this Charlie Brown, and he wanted to call it Old Charlie. We settled on Old Chuck, but the name of the line is called OK
Oh
Doomer.
wow.
Oh,
Oh man.
okay, Doomer.
That looks awesome.
That's really good.
Dave Bondi did the sculpt there, and I
Oh,
mean,
nice
if you
job.
look at
Yeah.
Ron's drawing there, I mean, it was like just there's so many wrinkles, and it just, I don't know, it looks gross. Like just,
Dave crushes it. Yeah.
Wow.
It looked like you remember the old Vincent Price Apple Shrunken Heads? Do you remember that thing?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sort of reminds me of that.
these will be signed and numbered by Ron. Edition of 100, and they're $100.
Love
Hold that up one more time. I want to
Amazing.
see the paint job again because the paint job on that's
Yeah.
actually really impressive.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a lot of crevices to get a brush into. Hey-o.
Hey.
That's a great piece.
Thanks, Janky.
Really wasn't going there intentionally, but now that we're there,
So if you recall, Buzzard Guts, Dane Marks, did the Super Star World series last time with his mashup of Super Mario Brothers, and he did those 3 characters there, and it was a 3-pack. So this is a follow-up to that 3-pack called Wampa Kong.
Whoa.
nice.
Whoa.
That figure is
Wow.
wow.
Does it come
is
with
right.
a barrel? Is that a barrel I see back there?
Yeah.
Nice. That's awesome.
Pretty amazing. You know what? He didn't give me the notes who the card artist is. Make a note of that. But yeah, just
He's in
excellent.
the chat. Dane, who's the card
Dane,
artist?
who's the card artist? Hey, proper credit here.
It looks like whoever did the other.
I think
it
so.
looks a similar style. Yeah.
And that's a Wampa head. Like, look at that. Like when you turn it, when you paint it brown, just staying awake, taking a leak.
Making notes.
All right, moving
There's
on.
also a brief delay.
Yeah.
Well, if he chimes in. All right. Another first-time artist with us, Nixter Productions. She has made for us.
Joel
White-
Hatmaker. Joel
White-
Hatmaker is the
Stop
artist.
stepping on my release here. What's it called?
Joel Hatmaker.
Joel Hatmaker. Okay.
What do you want me to wait until you're like 3 more toys down before I tell you? Like,
Ben, whatever you do, it's wrong.
thank you. That's the way I roll.
As I was saying, another first-time artist with us, Nixter
You may now
Productions.
proceed, Dove.
She made this toy, which is one of my favorites
After
of the show.
you.
Go ahead.
Silence.
Just talk about the next toy already.
Show me the tears.
Called White Tears. Tastes like privilege.
Oh, God.
Ruffled.
Oh.
Extra salty.
Oh, man.
She doesn't cast resin individually, so all 20 of these are actually hand sculpted individually and hand painted.
Yikes.
And they're
Wow.
$65. So if you like your political commentary,
Actual fluid in the
Oh, God, I hope not.
actual tears.
someone once did that in a yoga art show, sent us a yoga floating in a jar of water, of colored water. And then from that point on, I realized I have to like put in my disclaimer for art shows, like no liquids.
That's real.
Yes. All right. So our buddy Eddie Kess, Resin Blood,
Hey, yes.
Yay.
has
Love Resin Blood.
has a follow-up to his a second figure in his 1980 International Afghan Heroin Syndicate. This is the Russian Front.
Oh, how perfect
man.
timing, by the way.
Wow.
And then it comes with a Resin Blood stamped little heroin bag there in the second
Worth the price of
blister.
admission right there.
Yeah, and I don't know. I can read you the whole history about
Amazing.
1979. President Carter signed the first directive for secret aid to the opponents of the pro-Soviet regime in Kabul. You can go from there, but brilliant toy. The other first one sold out, and it was an interesting sellout too, because we sold about half of them online, and then it tapered off, and then we sold the other half like a whirlwind at DesignerCon last year. Having this thing, for some reason, just saying Heroin Syndicate, like everyone just came out, I want that one, and it just went boom, and he was set up right across from us, and it was just like boom, 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 boom. And I was like, Eddie, we sold out. And he's like, what? So
Wasn't it also the only toy
for the
that got
win.
stolen off your table?
I don't
Someone
think
stole one?
I don't think it
Okay.
actually got stolen. I think we miscounted.
You should have stuck with the stolen story. That just boosts the
Yeah.
legacy of it.
Someone
Yeah.
just ripped the heroin bag off of it.
Yeah, right.
Someone shooting resin in the bathroom at DKECon.
If that just gives you any idea of like the drug culture that is just flowing through DesignerCon.
Way to go,
It's
Ben.
true.
Yeah.
You're welcome,
Yeah.
everybody. You're welcome.
Edition of 20, $50. All right.
Nice
Tone
job, Ed.
Zone. Tone Zone is back here with his cannabis cantina line called Stoned Baba. Now,
That's a good one.
um,
I'm into it.
yeah, you have to see the sculpt, because he managed to like sculpt the hoodie onto Panda Baba's body and have it just fit seamlessly there. And then he's got
Look
the
at
hat
that
on.
toque. That is an accurate toque.
It's just so.
don't hear that often.
I hope that he does the. You know me. I hope he does the other 3 Cantina aliens in the Stonata Baba, a walrus man. It's just I don't know. Addition of 20, $55. Like amazing. Our friend from Mexico, Epoxy Crusader, has done a Bart themed figure. It's called Brat versus Earth.
Oh, that's awesome. It's like, the Bart versus the Space Mutants, cool. Like the Nintendo game.
Yeah, and the whole back.
Oh, wow.
It's all Nintendo's design there. Really nice job. It comes with a little,
turned out really cool
of stickers. You get one of the GPKs. You get all these little die cut stickers, and then there's another. What is this? Did we have this last time? He's got another paper toy in there. And he's managed to find some Simpsons Pogs too. So that's what everybody needs.
Hey, they're back in Pog form.
Yeah. So fantastic figure. Addition of 20, a steel at $40.
Nice.
Yeah, that's amazing.
All the way from Mexico. And then our buddy in the UK, Ben Gore from Blue Monday Press, he's the author of the Bootleg Bible, has been trying to find a concept for us for a while. And, well, Ernest Goes to Hell.
Oh, gosh.
Oh. That's so sad.
It's so good, dude.
Hey, Bert, I'm in hell. Help me out, Bert. What's going on?
It's fantastic. And the card design, I think this is Hieronymus Bosch on the back. Just, it's edition of 20.
Jeez. Wow.
Fantastic. No, I think it's Bosch on the front too. Look, all those scenes from hell there.
Shiny card.
Yeah, it's like he printed it. It's like a plastic. It feels like a credit card is what it feels like.
Oh, really? That's cool.
It's like laminated.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Anyway, good job, Ben.
Very good.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Not you, Ben. Addition of 20, they're $65. Okay. So
that will go into the revelations in the Bootleg Bible. See?
Yeah.
True. Yes, there you go.
So I've been collecting 1980 Who's wood toys for a while. I've been bugging him to make something for us, and they're so any of you who follow 1980 Who on Instagram, he makes he's got pins, but he and other like ephemera that he's made out of laser cut wood. And he makes little boom boxes and pins and stuff like that. And previously he made an R2D2, a C3PO, he made a Yoda, and then he made like a 5-inch Yoda, a 5-inch C3PO. I have one here somewhere.
He's an amazing creator. Amazing creator.
Okay. So then we were sort of brainstorming like what he could do for a show. And then, he's like, well, what do you think will sell? And I was like, Boba Fett.
Boba Fett.
All right. This is Plywood Warrior.
Whoa.
Wow.
This is a laser cut wood back. But that figure is wood.
What?
It's laser cut wood.
That's
cool.
Not only that, the blister he made, these are the blisters that we sell, but he made a laser cut acrylic holder that is bolted into the wood.
Wow.
So that you could unbolt it and take it out.
Damn.
He's an amazing creator.
Unbelievable.
Super nice guy. Wow. I've worked with him on a couple projects. Amazing dude.
Mind blown. So if you
I saw the figures. I did not know it was going to come on that laser etched card back. That's really next level. Really amazing.
And then the level of detail, if you can see, do you see those metal rods sticking out?
Mhm.
Well, those
Yeah.
metal rods have been pushed through here, and they're designed to keep him in place so he doesn't rattle around.
Wow.
What the fuck? This is like an engineering like
All right,
genius.
just take my
That's-
money. How much?
Wow.
They're $100, edition of 20.
Why
So
are they
number-
$100?
Yeah, those will go fast.
Should
Yeah.
be like
Too cheap.
500, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Those will
or
go
at least
fast.
incredible.
200. Oh, something
Uh-oh.
happens to Dove's iPhone.
Oh
I
no,
love
he's
Dove's
getting a
iPhone.
phone call.
Someone's calling me again. All
Someone's
right.
trying to reserve the 1980 Who figure right
I
now.
know.
Yeah.
So
Sorry, Doug.
it's called Birch Fet with rigid plank action.
Wow.
That's awesome.
You know, so I
Amazing.
just popped over and looked at his Instagram. As cool as this preview is on the, he has photos of it outside the blister, right? It looks amazing. Really amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great work. So if there are any creators out there who ever need something in wood, he is laser cut wood for us. If you can see all of the Lou Pimentel pieces from Gallery 1988, he laser cut all of those panels that we then silk screened on the back and then glued Lou's work to the front. So he's sort of just a magic with wood. He's got all the equipment, and obviously when he does his own stuff, it just
Next level.
Yeah,
Next level.
He's done some stuff for me before too. Couldn't be a nicer guy, and the work is amazing.
I'm going to see if I can find that C3PO. I think it's right here. Hold on.
Yeah.
And my feelings on Boba Fett figures are fairly well known. I'm pretty bored of them, but that might make it into my collection. That's pretty insane.
I
Yeah,
got
don't
the
know
la-
about Boba Fett.
Fantastic.
I got the last 3 of these. It's called Starwood. These will be up in the store tomorrow. It's called Tree 3PO.
Ew.
But look at it. This is I don't know, 7-8 inches tall.
That's fantastic.
And
Wow.
he made this window box. I mean, the box alone is just
How long ago did he make that, Doug?
he had them at Designer Con.
This like 2021?
Yeah, and he had
Yeah.
3 left, so I bought the rest of them. So they'll be up in the store tomorrow.
Wow.
Just-
Wow. Those
They
are
all
pretty
come-
incredible.
Yeah, his
Yeah.
work is like just always amazing.
Fantastic.
All right,
I
moving
gotta,
on.
I gotta get him to make some Back to the Future wooden figures for me.
That would be dope. All right, so Rika always trying to
I already love it.
trying to outdo himself. I mean, just the custom blister alone.
Oh my God.
Wow.
This is called That One Night.
Incredible.
It's 3 3/4 inch scale, but it doesn't give you, how tall is this? Like 18 inches tall?
Jeez Louise,
That's
what
incredible.
It says I walk the same way every night for like 7 or 8 years, but that one night. And look at that blister.
Really
It's like
fantastic.
Shadowing on the card with the figure. I mean, that's
Yeah.
just
That's awesome.
so good.
amazing.
Did he
Oh,
really get
man.
abducted one night?
I don't
Definitely
I
know.
wouldn't doubt it. Wouldn't
But-
doubt it.
That might
guy.
explain a lot.
Edition
would
of
explain.
30, $95.
Wow.
Just like wow. And then his second figure that he does a lot of silver figures, and so he had a bunch of leftovers from some of his other editions. So he released Beskar Buddies. And so for those of you who are not vintage Star Wars collectors, there were 2 packs that looked like this from Return of the Jedi when they had an overrun of figures, and they would just throw in any random 2 figures. You'd get like a Klaatu and a Nikto or whatever. It's just sometimes they were good figures, but quite often they were just like the aliens. And so for him to take his extra
quite often
figures
they were like Klaatu.
and put them, and now if you have them in nice shape, they're worth hundreds of dollars. But like at the time, like I remember 20 years ago, you couldn't even. It was hard to sell them for 10 or 20 bucks. So a lot of them have an Amanaman in them, but they are all different. And there's even some with like some of the Sucklord figures in them. There's some with the double-headed stormtroopers, like just it's a whole, mess of his figures. And edition of 30, they're all different, and they're $55 for a 2-figure set.
Oh,
So
wow.
That's really smart.
amazing.
yeah, it's just so good. Okay. So for those of you who remember, a year ago, more than a year ago, it was, man, what show was it? My son Samuel, who was 7 at the time, just logged on to this,
just like tonight.
yeah, he logged on to Zoom like right before the show ended, and just for some reason everyone was just tired, and he just, I don't know how it happened, but he started to demonstrate on paper how to draw Boba Fett. And everyone was sort of like following along. Ian was drawing. I think Janky was sitting there drawing. And then as he got to, he made the circle, and then he did the line, and then the 2 cuts there. And then he said, it kind of looks like he's got underpants on his face. And so that started Underpants Man. And so he made an edition of 40 hand-colored cards, hand-drawn cards called Underpants Man, which sold out. So this time, he has created Buttface Man.
Nice.
And James Sokola was nice enough to alter the Walrus Man sculpt and add a larger caboose there on the face.
Nice.
Samuel has hand painted that pink on all of the figures. And then on each one has Buttface Man thinking of something. This one is thinking of baseball.
It's going to go south real quick.
This is thinking of monster trucks. And so last time what he did is he...
Is there one of him thinking of Underpants Man?
Oh, that would have been brilliant.
Oh, that would have been brilliant, except the kid already thought of it.
Oh!
So I told him out of the 30, he should do 4 or 5 Underpants Man. So here's him thinking of ABCs, 1, 2, 3s. There's another Underpants Man. He's thinking about his vegetables. So what happened?
Getting a glimpse into what Samuel's thinking.
Thinking of the forest. He's got about a dozen done so far. There'll be about 30. Here's Underpants Man thinking about toilet paper.
Home run. Home run, toilet paper butthead.
I mean, who doesn't? Who doesn't?
Thinking about Minecraft. So these are $40. Here's him thinking of cotton candy. He sort of color codes the card art there, and then on the back he did a drawing.
Of course, toilet paper's brown.
And then we had him do his instructions on the back like the first one.
That's amazing.
Man, that's so good.
And it'll come with a certificate last time that Sarah and I both signed to authenticate our child's work. So what happened last time is he made 30, but we had 40 figures, and then the last 10 were just requests. So if we sell out of these 30, he does requests. Like that, there was a plumber in the UK. He's like, oh, I want him thinking about plumbing, and he would draw a little wrench and a little pipe. And
he did a 2-1B for me. He's thinking of 2-1B.
Well, do you need a 2-1B butt face man?
Probably. Yeah.
I think you're gonna need one.
I will feel empty with that one. So get that kid on the commission.
All right.
Good news, Samuel. Arts and Crafts has been expanded by 8 hours today.
He still can't afford the Lego Minecraft set he's been saving up for. But
he wants Pokemon now. Lego is like passe.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
Yeah, exactly.
I hope Kevin's listening.
All right. So Medusa's Wild did a series called Acid Wars. It's edition of 20. They're $55. She did an illustration which is printed on blotter paper, and then it comes with a melted vintage figure.
That's cool.
Cool.
So it's a real figure.
It's a real figure. I don't know what she did. She put these in the oven or something, and it's on actual blotter paper. They all have a name. This one's name is Cheech.
Can I lick them?
You can.
Yeah.
I am the Lizard King.
All right, we need to see all of these now.
Wow.
We got a prune face. Smoking indoor, sipping on Jawa juice is the name of that one.
Sing it right, Dev.
Yeah, you gotta
Sorry.
do the voice. Do the voice.
Are my pupils dilated?
That's amazing.
That's funny.
Wow.
So she did 20. There's a couple repeats, fortunately, because there's some Cantina aliens. So I think I'm going to need some of those. Here's a Han Haas. What's funny is when you melt them, they just look like a cheap bootleg. It's
Yeah,
so
they
funny.
get all shiny and weird.
And you can kind of tell like which they were. I think if you can look at the arms, like it was probably on the metal sheet pan like this way, because you can see the arms like this, sort of like a plane right there. Higher than Tibana gas mines. Okay. Summer of Love. This princess. It's crazy,
They're
right?
incredible.
Who thinks of this? That's awesome.
It's not the first time I've seen melted action figures, but the presentation is so perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Rika did it before, but he put them in a frame.
Yeah.
And it was melted into like a sheet of like plastic. But this is bolted to the cart. Like there's a screw right there.
Awesome. And James Howden just did a series, but those are cast in bronze. So it's so cool to see the sort of theme repeating with different artists' interpretations.
This one's just called Bad Trip.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Couple more here. So Leia Bespin. Head in the Clouds.
That
That
just
one's
looks like
called.
she fell off a building and landed wrong.
There's a Ben. Lobot is Shanky. You might have to ask for a 2-1B because there's.
I
not
was
one.
already thinking that.
Look at Lobot. It's so fucked up.
His little legs.
Yeah. Lobot hasn't changed much yet.
All right, and then of course my favorite. Look at Walrus Man.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, awesome.
Fantastic.
It's cool that the colors kind of have retained and even got brighter on some of them. Like it's just really
Yeah.
neat.
Brighter and then brown, like because Han Solo's arms are usually white, and they've just the
Yeah, they
color
kind of
on the
burnt out.
Yeah.
on the inside.
Leia's limbs. Yeah.
The chat is loving them, and they're saying that MCO says they like the no bubble part. Like there's no bubbles; they're just melted, nice and like just look.
The bubbles are just your perception of reality, man.
Yeah.
They're not actually there.
It's a test.
How much are those?
Those are 55.
Wow, that's actually a bargain. Those are really great.
All right. So last time from Ghana, we had Phantom Star Killer versus Count Draco Knuckle Duster. And this time we have from an artist named Leonardo in Ghana, 30 panels of Sucklord versus Vectar.
These are so awesome.
They're $150. They are signed by Leonardo on the back, as well as the Sucklord, who made a little sticker to put on there. And the drawings, the paintings rather, are fantastic.
And it's an original piece of artwork
on
each
a wood
one.
panel.
Wow.
So, Doug, when you sell these,
Yes.
like when people buy them online, do you list each one individually, or do they have to like?
If it was a show like Designer Con, and we offered the stuff online before the show,
Who's calling Dove?
Someone's calling about Acid Wars.
what's happening
Yeah.
is I'm not charging. Hold on.
Looks like you guys are selling some heroin and acid.
Is a secret drug trade.
It's a
DKECon.
SWAT team is at the door.
A really cheap drug trade.
I'm not going to show you all of these because I posted a video on Instagram of all of them. So to
amazing.
answer your question, Ben, for a live show, yes, we do specify. For an online show like DKECon. You just put it in you make the purchase, you log into the Zoom while we're here, and then they're all hanging up on the wall. And, I just show them, and then you can make your choice.
Oh, okay.
Do you have the one with ET handy?
I'll
Right.
find it. Here's this one with an alien.
I love that there's a couple that there's just not even Vector. It's just like
Yes, yeah. Oh, that other one's down here somewhere, and then there's some. Yeah, this is one like what is that guy? That's not Vector.
versus.
It's Lion-O.
That's amazing.
It's the Pharaoh King guy. Crystal Pharaoh.
There you go.
Oh yeah, he got deep.
Oh yeah, there you
catalog.
go.
This guy has no idea who Crystal Pharaoh is. These pieces too, like I've got one of every one that they've done with Deadly Prey, that Dove's done with Deadly Prey, and pictures and video just don't do them justice. Like the texture and the material they're painted on and the vividness of the colors, they're so much more impressive in person than they are.
They are amazing
when they're photographed.
They really are.
Another artist, I would say one of my favorite artists. If you follow her on Instagram, her name is Dripface, and
I like it already.
Her line work is amazing, and I was just trying to figure out like how we could turn that into action figures. So we cast some Emperor figures for her in white, and she hand painted 20 cards. I will show them to you. It's called Creepy Old Man.
Oh,
So
cool.
And
That's pretty neat.
And she hand painted the figure. Her illustrations are
Oh, wow.
Illustrations are incredible.
Oh,
somewhat phallic.
Oh.
Goals?
Oh, so some of them are,
amazing.
the figures are not
Oh,
just white,
she painted the red and black. Oh, she hand painted the figure and the card.
but they're all cast in white.
I love
Yeah.
this one.
That one's great. A little Morkborg feel to it.
Yeah. a little
Oh
home improvement.
yeah.
This one's like a 3-panel cartoon.
Really
Um,
amazing.
And there's 20 of them, and they're $75 each.
Really cool.
I really love that one.
I gotta go
yeah,
follow
those are
Dripface.
fantastic.
Yeah, I
was
started
gonna say,
following her
instant
after
follow.
this. Yeah.
Go follow
Instant
Dripface.
follow.
Is Dripface a female artist?
Yes.
Well, there you go.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
So-
What does that mean, Ben?
Somebody was asking. Like they didn't know it was a female artist.
Why does that matter, Ben?
It doesn't.
It's not even his question.
right.
It doesn't matter. It's better
It
to
was
make fun
Gul
of
of
Ben.
Gaba, who's been buying her patches for years and had no idea that she was a female artist. And now he's been enlightened through
there you go.
DKE.
Now Gul of Gaba is asking her shoe size.
Gaba is in love. This one is like
Oh, cool.
Every one of these
Those are
is so
amazing.
cool.
they're so good. This one is a little hard to see. It's black with like a blue drip on there.
Being late to the Dripface game, I gotta go to the store now and see if there's anything cool in the shop.
Yeah.
This one says, "I've heard about your dick."
Who hasn't?
So I think and here's the last one.
man.
That's all 20 of them.
Wow.
So great.
Genius.
Fantastic. Excellent work.
Yes. Great job.
All right, and then we just have a few pieces that didn't make it in time. I'll show you real quickly.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Fat O from Thailand, from Kidding Toy,
That's
has made
understandable.
the
Oh,
jacket
right.
of Puffy
Oh,
Fat.
damn it. I thought I was done, and now there's more.
Just
God.
you should have just started with that, Dove.
You know,
Who
I
did
want
that
to. I want to
illustration?
reward the people who have gotten their stuff here on time. So
Did
it's
he
like
make 1,000 of those? Because that's how many you need.
he made 80 of them, and they're $100, and they're going to sell out in a second.
Oh, of course.
That is cool.
Who did? Does he say who did that illustration?
He doesn't.
Wow. The
Another,
illustration is Fantastic.
Everything
Ano-
about that's so good.
Yeah, everything is cool. Yeah,
It's
yeah,
so
yeah.
good.
Another first-time artist, Fat Dad's Toys, did this one called Chuckles.
Fat
Nope.
Dad's Toys.
Fat Dad's Toys, edition
All
of
right.
20. Those are $50.
No, thank you.
Very cool.
Ben's favorite, a clown. Okay.
It's a clown. Come on now.
Oh, I hate clowns.
Corey
Who
from
loves clowns?
Corey
It's
from
not a
Hello
clown.
Radical
It's
Toys
Chucky.
made one here called Sarlacc Shit,
Gross.
and it's die cut like in the shape of a butt. And Ghoul of Gaba did the original illustration that is printed on the card, and then
Nice.
I
it's
think
hard-
those two have an ass fetish working together. Because
Yes.
the last time Hella Radical, he did the Krangus,
Krangus.
and it was like a little butthole.
Yeah, well, look
And
at this little
now-
Boba Fett carved into like a brown piece of resin shit there.
And now,
No matter
their-
how
their
great you
own-
make that, though, it's still a piece of shit. Do you want to hang it on your wall? I don't.
Well,
Yes,
George. I
some
agree.
people have different taste than you, George.
but-
Hopefully.
Apparently,
And
and
then
some of us like the taste of butthole.
settle down. Our buddy Bradley from Geezer Periodicals has illustrated a full comic book that is on the way. And this series is called Draco Defensive Reconnaissance Across Celestial Orbit. And this is a two-figure set. So you get 4 5.5-inch figures.
I'm sorry, what was the name of that again, Doug?
Draco.
No,
And
the full
so-
name again?
Defense Reconnaissance Across Celestial Orbit.
One more
And so
time.
this
One
is
more
the-
time.
Yeah.
Defense Reconnaissance
Faster.
Across Celestial Orbit.
Thank
Draco.
you.
just too cruel, man.
Gotcha. No, I got it. Okay, I got it that time.
He's
I want to
made
get into
10
this for. I want to get into this for a second. So
Yeah.
he did the comic book, and then this is the toy line for the comic book.
Yeah, and I believe you get the comic book
Wow.
with it, but he's illustrated a full 24-page comic book.
Wow.
And it comes in like this Sega style. It's a very
Yeah,
like
the-
Stallone and Schwarzenegger kind of
It's like the Contra clone, only it's like
exactly.
from the Master System game. Oh,
And
that's
there's-
awesome! I look forward. To, I'm definitely going
There's-
to pick that up. I know
there's-
he's been working on that comic book for a while.
Yeah, and he showed a
Nice.
preview of it, and the art's actually pretty good. I'm actually
Yeah.
excited to read it.
No, I'm excited to get that.
It's a signed and numbered edition of 10. So there's 10 sets of 2 figures, each of which are a 2-pack. So you get all 4 figures, and I believe with the comic, and it's 175. So
He heard Rika was doing
Wow.
a 2-pack, and he's like, "Fuck your 2-pack. I got a 4-pack."
Hold my beer.
and then the last one here is called Kindly Deeds Done for Free by Remakes Plethora.
Wow.
I'm sold on the name alone.
Yeah,
That's
it's-
amazing.
yeah, it's a 2-pack. There's edition of 15, and they're $90. And
Wow, that's awesome.
It's
I,
like the
I
album
wish they
cover.
were here to show you, but you just get a photo.
Oh, that's amazing.
So that's it for that. Check tomorrow by the evening. We'll have all of the bits, odds, and ends up. We also got 50 of the new Phantom Star Killer prototype edition.
Oh, sweet.
Cool. Those are so awesome.
Designed by Beast Rex. This is I think the first Tracker Toys Phantom Star Killer release. These are $40.
Oh, can you show that closer up, Doug?
Yeah. So it's this
Also
art from the very first Phantom Star Killer.
Yeah.
And it's in sort of a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle style. And the very first one is blue. It's an edition of 500.
Wow.
I
And
think it's the sculpt by Scott.
Scott Henze.
Is it? Yeah. Yeah.
does it say here? Yeah, Scott Henze. I see it right here.
Nice.
Yeah.
He was an original turtle sculptor.
Yeah. He was. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Yep.
So just want to remind
Amazing. That
any
thing was
artists that
awesome.
are watching this to, if you make resin toys, if you want to have make something for us to release at one of our 3 conventions, to please get in touch. We do sell blisters. If you go to dktoys.com/blisters, you'll see a PDF there of all the different blisters that we sell. And recently we just got in stock. We are now selling card backs.
Oh, nice.
Oh wow.
These are super thick. They're 60-point stock. So it's twice the thickness of like a vintage figure. They're nice and rigid. The corners are already rounded.
What do those go for?
$1.
Nice. That's awesome.
Nice.
It's the traditional 6x9, and then the Sucklord size, which is 6.5 by 8.5. And then we also, because we're anal over here, is we have archival versions. Those are $3, but those are an archival pH balance board that won't turn yellow over time. So
Nice.
when we have an artist draw an original, we do it on the archival stuff so that it won't turn yellow. Like, your beautiful art will last forever.
Awesome.
And then the very last thing, I'm just gonna, introduce you to right now, is a Kickstarter that we're going to be running shortly here after DKECon, and it is the Sucklord Reject Kit. It comes in here. It says, "You're an asshole for buying this."
Of course.
And so
You're an asshole for kickstarting this.
Yes, inside this box, what you get is, it comes with a lot of stuff.
It's like the Bob A. Fett.
You get the card. You get the rejected card back. This is actually, he took the art from the patent office from Boba Fett, and it says patent number here. By decree of the Super Sucklord, your toy has been officially rejected. It is hereby declared by the biased and corrupt findings of this court that the bootleg toy created by individual X exceeds both the quality and good taste standards of the Super Sucklord. Therefore, said toy shall be repossessed and repurposed to reflect the current state of ownership, both physically and intellectual, which lies solely with the court and its absolute authority, the Super Sucklord. We own your shit. We've always owned your shit. You have no claim and no redress. Fuck out of here. You're an asshole for buying this.
Oh.
And so what it comes with is a silver Sucklord head, a cape, a blister, Sucklord tape, and a pink Posca pen, which is not a Posca pen, it's a poser pen that says "fake pen for fake artists." And the idea here is that you take your own reject resin casts, chop off the head, put the cape and the head on, and you have made yourself, tape it together and do your little, and then you have made yourself a Sucklord reject.
Hey, make your own fucking toy.
So it's sort of
Still pay me.
The idea, right?
It's sort of designed as a kit for someone who has extra, resin cast to make their own reject figure, but also as a collectible. It comes with a little litho tin pin here. You also get a patch.
Oh, that's cool.
And you get a sticker. And then the best part is it comes with a certificate of authenticity, which the Sucklord here signs as the rejector, and DKE Toy signs as the enabler, and then you sign it here. So it says, I, Barbarian Rage, have made a piece of redundant, panderizing, plagiarizing garbage entitled, and you
Hey,
fill
what do
in
you
the
got
title
my
here.
name for?
I'm just using it as an example. And then you sign your name and you date it. And then you have a certificate of authenticity signed by you and the Sucklord, where he has, and then the best part is the instructions. It's called How to Make a Sucklord Bootleg Reject Figure, and an instructions guide for assholes.
Really
How to make
into
a
that.
How to make a bootleg reject. Instruction page 1. Number 1, take one of your shitty resin figures you made all by yourself. 2, drill a hole in the neck so the peg and the head fits. The peg is a weird size, so good luck finding the right drill bit. Number 3, paint the figure in some kind of style that you think is your own, but really isn't because you have no style. Number 4, put the peg in the head through the hole in the cape included and crazy glue the hole you drilled. Glue your fucking mouth shut while you're at it. And your friend's eyes too, so they don't have to look at this shit. Number 5, shove the fucking thing up your ass and leave it there for several hours. 6, take it out of your ass. Don't clean it. Lay it on the card, put the bubble on top. Take the crappy tape included and tape the edge of the bubble to the card. It doesn't matter how, just figure it out. No one cares. Take the pink marker and flail your wrist around until the ink spatters all over the whole fucking thing. You're literally jerking off. 9, sign the stupid certificate. 10, post to your meager followers with the hashtag I am a Sucklord reject. You're done.
That's amazing.
That's great.
Step 12, sell it to Dove.
That back picture is awesome.
Yeah,
So
Dove
when does the
will buy
book of all the
one
rejects
them.
come out,
Yeah,
Dove?
that's
This is
good.
going to be
Yeah.
amazing.
It's going to be a lot of fun. I think we're going to release them 2 ways. One with the kit, and then also pre-made rejects that just come with the card and a figure already put together for the people who don't want all the stuff in the kit.
And that's going to be a Kickstarter?
Yeah, and they're going to be around
Oh,
$20 for the whole kit.
Oh, okay.
And so, and then we're going to do them in quantity. If there's actually artists who want to do it, I think, you can buy 10 for, we're figuring it out, probably like $15 each. And then, so it kind of works on a lot of levels. It's a psychedelic collectible. And then it's also something other artists can take their rejected figures and
I'd
have a
like in, but I don't
have a
have
collab.
any rejects. Each one I make full every time.
I can loan you a few, Scott. Don't worry about it.
So the reject show is going to be a DKECon. Then I take it.
We'll see what happens.
There we
There
go.
has to be some a book or something with all, like, if you buy it on the Kickstarter, you can be part of the book or something. There's got to be, because I'd love to see all the rejects. That's going to be great.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a lot of fun, and we're making a lot of them. I think we made 1,000 of them.
Nice.
Cool.
So
Yeah.
we'll have plenty of quantity, and we just tried to throw in enough stuff in the box to sort of make it worth the $20. With the custom marker and the patch and the pin and the sticker, and then all the little doodads. So
And the instruction guide.
the instruction guide, yeah. So, well, that's it, everybody. So Friday, March 25th at noon. All this stuff goes on sale. DKE Toys. Go to
Sweet.
DKECon.com. On that page is a link to the Zoom, a link to the store, the schedule, all the questions, all the info that you desire is all going to be on that page. So we hope to see you then. You can stop in, ask some questions. We'll have a full schedule of interviews. There's giveaway at the end every day. Scott will be there all day entertaining us, and with his quick wit.
Yeah, I'm gonna bust open one of
Perfectly
Resin
timed.
Blood's. Yeah, we're gonna.
I'm gonna pipe in George just so he can snicker at Scott jokes.
Yeah, I think
I can do that.
There you
It'd be
go.
like Statler and Waldorf from the Muppets,
I have an actual question for you, Dove.
Uh-oh.
No, this is you guys have been making these figures for quite some time now. I've noticed on some of my older figures that either I've made or that I've purchased throughout the years, the glue that holds the blister down is yellowing.
Yes.
What is there a product you can recommend, or what do you guys use to stop that process?
So for years, the best option available to us for blister gluing was a product called Loctite. It was the go-to glue, and it dried spongy and sort of rubbery, and really, because if an artist doesn't, let me just find an example. If an artist is using a thin blister, sometimes all you have to do is bend the card and boom, the blister pops off. So that was the best glue that we had at the time. And you can really only see it on light colored cards. So all the early Scott C pieces have that, and it slowly is turning yellow. If it's on a dark card, it's not noticeable.
Oh, okay.
Currently, we're using a glue called Jade from a company called Talus, and it's a white PVE glue. So it looks sort of like Elmer's glue, but it's archival, it's acid-free, it doesn't turn yellow, also dries spongy. We use the one called Jade R, and the R means it's releasable. So you could technically take a Q-tip with some water and very slowly, remove it. It's hard to do, but So any of you who are trying to glue stuff currently, that's our favorite. And it's also the amount of money we were spending on the go-to glue. It's $5 for a little few ounces of, but the Talus jade,
You get about halfway through, and there's a big booger in there, and you have to pull it out.
Oh, that's terrible, and it goes bad. It's just horrible. But the Talus, we bought in a gallon. We bought a gallon a year ago. We've carted thousands of figures, and we're still going. So it's that's really what I recommend. You can't use crazy glue. Crazy glue creates a cloud. However, if you're gluing two resin pieces together, crazy glue is still, or some sort of crazy glue, style is best.
But you have to be careful if you have dark paint, because it will give you a white clouding on the black paint, on dark colored paint.
Right. If there's a situation where we have to glue a blister to a card, then we're still using Loctite if we're
gluing a toy to the card.
If we're getting a toy to a card, we're still using the Loctite, because you won't really see it turn yellow, but it is spongy enough that if it hits a few spots, it will stay. And that's for a figure that is too small for the blister, because if a figure fills up the blister like this, it's really not going to get damaged in shipping, even if it does this a few hundred times or 1,000 times while it's being shipped. But if something is small in the blister and not very durable, like Charlie here, we have to make sure Charlie is glued at 3 points on the back, and that's usually the go-to glue. So that's everything I know about glues. What the other artists use is sort of all over the place. There's always, like there's the Sucklord who tapes his stuff. There's, it's sort of like whatever you can find. Ben says he's got to go, so we're going to wrap up here. But let's say like Rika's card here is sort of like plastic, right? And so when you're gluing plastic to plastic, then also this is the go-to glue, because you need one side to be somewhat porous for the jade to work. If you glue two things that are plastic together, a day later, it'll just slide right off. It's just so, and then if this turns slightly yellow over time, you're not going to notice it.
Okay.
But something like this, these are all glued with the jade, and you can't see anything.
Yeah, it looks nice.
Clear and beautiful.
So there's no way to stop the yellowing.
No, I worry about a lot of this stuff, because I don't think the glues that people are using to glue their cards together, the stuff that Sucklord's been using for years to spray mount. I mean, all of those inner cards at cardstock, the chipboard is full of acid. Like, I don't know. Most toys are not archival. Like vinyl toys are gonna all become a puddle of goo eventually. Like they want to get back to their original. Oh no! I'm gonna go cry.
There's that quick wit we can't wait to see.
Yes. All right, guys. Thank you for everything, guys. Thanks, Ben, for having us, for always hosting us 3 times a year, even though you really don't want to, and we have to really.
I love this.
He does. He looks forward to it. He marks it on his calendar.
And then forgets.
And then forgets.
Just gotta go put the kids to bed now.
Don't do that.
I sometimes forget.
Put your kids to bed so late. It's crazy.
That's why I gotta go.
All right. Thank you, Ben. Appreciate it.
Thanks everyone.
Thanks for tolerating.
Awesome showing this year.
Thank you for the preview, Dove.
Thank you guys for everything. Appreciate
Thanks for being here, George.
Thanks for having me, everybody. Good to see you again.
Nice to see you, George.
Let's do this again.
Yeah.
Okay.
See you in July, maybe?
What are you doing 1 year from right now?
No, God.
Let's do it again sooner.
I'm into that.
All right, guys.
All right. Thanks again. Take care.
Later.
See y'all at
Bye,
DKECon.
everybody.